you have to introduce it?
I don't know, just recording it anyway.
Okay, right.
Okay, so obviously we've got John T in our group as well, but he's not here today, I don't think. No, I can't see him.
Okay.
But so, yeah, so obviously our group now, film, so what was your idea again, Emma? I've completely...
My idea wasn't well received, but it was about two drug addicts who take a drug and then one of them starts being paranoid and seeing things and doesn't know if it's in because of the drug or his imagination. What was yours?
When I saw it, a girl and a boy walking through like a natural reserve and like the split up and like someone
Yeah.
And then mine was the dude who was the firefighter but who started the fires to seem like the hero.
Yeah.
So personally I think from what I can remember, John, I didn't really think your idea had too much merit to it.
No.
I think it was a bit simple. I don't see how we could actually show the conventions of the thriller actually in it itself.
Yeah.
And I thought Emma's had quality to it. I think it could be done, but as was pointed out, really how we know the experience of the drug
and
taking
maybe
is
make a trip look realistic
real.
and not look silly.
Mm.
And then with yours, I think it was just the fact that it's already been done before, mainly by a group. But yeah, I thought it was quite a good idea to try for a thriller. Seems quite like fit to all the conventions.
Well, obviously, in my head at least, was with the way it was going to work was like in the shot where it was going to be starting all the fires. I think it's going to be quite dark room, like curtains closed, maybe. You know, so his face is shadowed, so it's kind of a lot more mysterious. Obviously, that way. With yours though, to exclude the drug thing, because you said what you said in the pitch was that he wakes up and his friend's dead, and then he starts trying to find out what actually happened. So I think really you don't necessarily need to see the drugs being used themselves. You could maybe get like a small bag, maybe like a bit of flour, like a prop, something like that. Put it in there, and then obviously not actually show anything, then just cut straight to black with like a noise of some kind, and then like obviously then just have possibly a point of view shot of like just like blurring into shot, so you could actually see like kind of.
That's what I was thinking anyway, but I still think that perhaps it might be too heavy to like include a drug element as well as the whole thriller thing between waking up and his friend's dead.
Yeah.
So the drug element might not have to be used, it could just be a story on its own, like his friend's dead and doesn't know how it doesn't necessarily need to be involved in the story.
John, what do you think?
I really thought that you don't need to show the drug element to it. So if you show he's dead, everyone's going to think, how did he die and how did he get to that point?
Well that's sort of like the point as well, because he doesn't know how he's died, but I still think it needs more work on to like make it more smooth and so that the audience actually knows instead of it just being totally...
Yeah, but that wouldn't be answered in like the first 2 minutes of filming. That's the kind of thing that if it was going to be a full feature-length film, then kind of span it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, any ideas of theirs that you thought could be adapted to any of this?
I thought like Connors is good, you know, Connors.
Yeah.
Because it was good how it was just like a starting point and it could go on to like...
Which one was Connors again?
It was just basically starting, it wasn't a full film like they planned, it was just a girl walking down a corridor and a man like coming after her and it gets
the corridor gets smaller,
And I thought that was like effective because it's quite simple.
It's simple.
But however, I don't know how it leads on to, I mean it could lead on to a film, but sort of I don't know, I'm not 100% sure.
That's fair, I agree with that. I thought James's was a decent idea, but I think James's was the dude, the lad whose father got killed by the kind of mafia type group, and he was like going for revenge. I think while it could be effective for a kind of crime thriller thing, I think the effects that you may need, the kind of funding, I don't think we're going to be able to do that kind of thing. Wouldn't be applicable.
And it's quite complicated as well.
Yeah.
Into a 2-minute.
But then again, so was Ryan's as well. That was.
But that's why sort of Ryan's wasn't. I mean, it was like a good idea for a whole film, but in like a 2-minute.
Well, he actually said he'd planned the whole film, didn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Start the 2-minute opening.
John?
I like James because of the simplicity to it and how it could like lead on, but yeah, again with your points of how it could the effects, but the effects that could be used, some of them could be on the max.
Yeah. So okay then, so what film idea would you say, Emma?
What to go with?
Yeah, to go with like this group.
Out of ours or just out of the whole?
Out of anything you want.
Probably something like Connor's, but I like the element of Ryan's. You know, at the start where it was candles and how it like had all the mystery to it. I think probably Ryan's for the 2-minute opening, but I just wouldn't be because he's planned his whole film.
Yeah.
Like
So
that bit's not necessary, but the first opening was good.
John?
I'm gonna have to go with Connors because he doesn't reveal that much of the film, and like Ryan just actually shows pretty much the whole thing.
I'd have to go with Jontis. Now, I don't know. To be fair, I would try and stick to one of this. Like, I'd go Emma's.
Yeah.
If, like, obviously.
Get around your plug thing.
Yeah,
yourself.
if we could do that.
Yeah.
So then, overall, as a group, what do you think we should do agreeing? So, like, out of this group then?
I think we should have, like, elements.
Elements of each, some of the others,
yeah.
yeah.
So maybe, like, a bit of yours, because I do like
Yeah.
your idea. And, like, just a bit of mine without the plug thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, you like, in yours, it was, like, it was very, like, thrillery, if that makes sense. Like, it had, like, all the general conventions of it. So we could, like,
Just say the one was a bit too like simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yours didn't really make too much sense, like the split.
Yeah, I mean, there was like the bits was like the general idea was good.
Yeah.
I just think it wasn't
Yeah.
Enough. Yeah.
So,
So then, personally, out of the three of us, I'd say we'd go in Emma's direction because I like that kind of idea.
yeah.
Most because I haven't done before, but.
Okay.
John.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Like go towards Emma's because, as you said, yours has already been done before.
Yeah.
And mine's still like simple conventions and that.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm presuming you're.
Well, yeah, like I agree with going with mine, but I still think a lot needs to be changed because it wasn't like everyone loved that idea.
Yeah.
It was quite like.
Well, no, the thing that made people edgy was the whole drug thing, you know, because the way you was putting it in the pitch was like, you're going to show them on the trip.
That's not what I meant. Like, I meant sort of like.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but the thing is, like, no, the way it came across to us lot, I'm presuming John was saying, like, you wanted like a quick shot of like maybe with them on the trip, like something happening, whereas you could just like not do that at all. As I said before, like possibly get like a small bag with like flour, just show it, obviously, and then just to show obviously drugs, and then like just obviously the waking up and then the kind of realisation of the friend and whatnot.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. Like something along the idea, but with elements of like everyone's. Because I think everyone's had good ideas. It just perhaps wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
So obviously we're going in your direction now. So then for the let's get some pen and paper so we can actually write down what we've got. Have you got some paper? Right, that sound. Thank you very much, John. So we can write down what we need to do. Oh, the bag's there, lovely. So I was going to have to do that. I was going to have to disturb them. Let's see if we can see John anywhere. Nope. No sign of it, which is always lovely. You got a pen and things, yeah? Right then. So, do you want me to write or? Yeah. Sorry. So, just make sure pen's working. Right, so we're going Emma's idea. Right, so it was the drugs. Waking up. Friend's dead. Good spell that right. And then journey of discovery. Okay, so those specifics then. So what would you be suggesting?
Well, for like are we definitely going with the drug thing then? Like?
Well, I think it would be the best. I think it's got the best chance to kind of show the general conventions of the thriller,
Yeah.
rather than what my suggestion was.
Yeah.
So thinking of like pretty much everything to do with it, so props, clothing, everything like that.
The only problem that I think with doing perhaps a drug thing is that it could like alienate some of the audience in a way like they might not want to watch. I mean, I don't plan it for it to be in my head for it to be like a really gritty whole showing everything, but like it could still. I don't know, just like the whole factor of them, they're like being a drug could like maybe the audience could just like,
Raise some questions.
Yeah.
Like why?
Or why would she know? Like, I've just watched Film Fair, but like why would she know?
Yeah.
What like just know about it?
Then again,
Seems like
question
quite sort of it's slightly
touchy
dark,
subject.
yeah, to do maybe. I mean, I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, you see, it's complicated because yours has the best merit, but then it obviously has that edgy question to it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it could work in our favour. It could
Yeah.
be like people be like, oh, that's like original or that's good for a thriller, but it could also make people be like.
Well, it's not really people; it's more the example
Well,
that
the
we've got to
example,
convey.
then that's
Exactly.
what I mean, example.
Yeah.
Mr. Phillips, etc.
So, do you want to play it safe and switch back to, or do you want to take the
I'm not sure.
risk?
I'm not sure because look, it could be a risk and it could work.
Yeah.
Afterwards, but it could be too much of a risk and everyone just be like, no, what is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the risk might pay off. Obviously, I think there's a chance of it paying off. Well, obviously, there's always a chance of it paying off.
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
So if they know it's not like a proper drug, then it might pay off. So then like the flower.
I think there was like ideas about like a girl like taking alcohol or something, or taking alcohol, but like drinking alcohol and driving. So I think it's not like substance isn't too much of it.
No.
But I think it is quite. I don't know. It's like
Touchy.
yeah, and how would we like represent drugs in a way that's not like dead obvious, like just holding up a bag and or just. I don't
Well,
know.
no, because the point of your story is that obviously it is the drugs that's gone to that point where it's waking up and not going on. So obviously it kind of would need to be obvious, you know what I mean? Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense if he was just like waking up and his friend
Everyone would
was.
just be like, what's going on?
Well, I suppose it would do because that actually you could just eliminate the drug angle. Just like start off with him just like waking up,
And his friend's
seeing
dead.
his friend dead, like.
Because he's like, what's going on, then the audience would be like, what's going on, and interested.
Exactly. So
in
basically,
what's-
they can be obviously you'll be following this dude, so the audience would actually be kind of following the same emotional track as him. You know what I mean? Like so when he discovers stuff, obviously they'll can kind of be feeling the same kind of. So that goes there as the character would be herself.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, have you ever watched The Machinist? Film. It's like a thriller film, and it's this man, like played by Christian Bale, and he goes like, he thinks people are after him, and he doesn't eat, he doesn't drink because he thinks everything's being poisoned, and he doesn't sleep, and like that's sort of like what sort of helped me to come to like it's sort of like he doesn't know what's going on, he doesn't know if it's all in his head, and that's what I thought because like that's sort of like it's uncomfortable to watch because you sort of feel his, as you said, like emotional, you like go with him through all. But you don't exactly know what's going on, so I thought something like that, perhaps.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is a good idea. So okay then. So for props then, so you said the friend is dead. So, so when he's waking up, what are you thinking on terms of showing the friend?
Well, I thought just like when I was going to drugs and just like slumped on the floor, like, not necessarily just a friend did, but just like on the floor, but. I don't know, because why would his friend be there anyway? If it's not. Just like I'm struggling to see how because it could just be made so that it's like people are confused with us, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like they're interested to know what's going on, or it might just totally confuse like the examiners and they just think, why is his friend there in the first place, etc. So I'm not quite sure.
Well. For the friend being dead, what I was thinking was obviously scrapping the drug thing, so instead of the slumped on the floor, you could maybe like obviously